if you're not trying to dip.
Oh yeah.
Haru can probably hop on the lock too, low key. You probably with your boys right now, huh?
Where
But so look, basically what happened with the situation. This dude has been harassing like me and Haru for minutes. This dude's like 32 years old. Like when I'm not around and shit, Haru telling me he's going through her underwear and shit like that, and like I seen him. I caught him one time like trying to peek under the bed and look at her because like it's an Airbnb shared space kind of. So we keep our little tarp and blanket up here to wrap around the bunk, so like no one can look in there and like be disturbing us when we're trying to sleep and shit. But
yeah
dude really wanted to, he was just like, dude did some other things that I'm not about to like dry snitch about. Like,
yeah.
let's just say it was like snowfall type shit up in here, like wintertime. It was Christmas. And like
Wow.
occasionally he would
Yeah.
get out of character. He would get out of character and like, if you're still with me, you're still with me. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. But like, he would get out of character a lot and like get up in a lot of people's face. And that shit was like, all right, that's one thing. We asked you to stop. You got to stop, you know? But like, when it comes to like me not being around and you disturbing my girl when she's trying to do laundry privately, like coming into a private room and shit, that shit that on the East Coast, bro, I would have been knocked this nigga out for. I would have been addressed him for that. But I didn't come to LA to be hard. At the end of the day, I came out here to focus on music and focus on higher personal things. And
Yeah.
like, so that day, my girl had lost her iPad, right?
Yeah.
And we were looking for that shit. We were like, yo, I said, the only other person I know that was down here digging through this area of the room was this girl that was previously here. And she had moved out. But I told my girl, you had your iPad about up to 5 days after she left, I think. And that's when I think you lost it recently, like 3 days ago about it. She's been gone for a while. So there's no way that shit had to be, her. This
Yeah.
dude was like sleeping with her and shit. So I knew he heard that shit. He reacted, and I was like, bro, you just have to just rule her out. She has nothing to do with the situation. Just leave us alone. Let us do our thing. And dude just kept talking shit, and I just started ignoring him. And then dude realizes I'm ignoring him, pops out of bed, and it's a big bang, and wakes up the whole house and shit. And
Damn.
hey, leave him alone. He's ignoring you. Because my girl knows, like, my blood pressure is, like, getting to a certain point. Like, when it hits that point, that's when I start mobbing on niggas. So it's like, I was like, all right, let's just dip. And no, I didn't even say shit. She already knew. We just started walking out. Dude pushes me into her because I'm still ignoring him. He's not getting a reaction out of me. Pushes me into her and then locks the door. And at this point, now Haru just got hit because this dude is overreacting to some shit. After she had just told him to like leave me alone. Clearly, I don't want no smoke right now, bro. Like, so I open the door. I get this dude. I push him up against the bunk bed. But the thing is, I was going to up her body to put him down because I was about to lay into this fool, bro. It was like I wasn't about to like give him any opportunity to stay on his feet. But at the same time, I stopped myself. So what it looked like that I went for his neck. This is really
Yeah.
so the case is that, I stopped short and said, I know I'm gonna lose my living situation if I fuck this nigga up right now. So I
Yeah.
stopped. And the dude freaks out and says, you fucking nigger. And then he runs out of the room and runs and tells the landlord I went for his throat and tried to murder him and shit. And I was trying to murder his friends and shit. And I was like, huh? And I'm like, so I'm trying to explain my case to the landlord and shit. He doesn't really give a fuck. He hears it out and shit. But other people pop in because other people trying to blame me for waking everybody up. They think that I just randomly attacked the dude. And I was like, no, bro, y'all don't understand what was going on in this room. Y'all gotta let me like at least make my case before all y'all start like accusing me of shit. And they just didn't stop and didn't listen. So I got pissed.
Yeah.
I were
That's crazy.
Yeah, I talked to the landlord. He heard me out, and he was like, he's like, you gotta go, dude. Though I still gotta throw you out. Everyone in the house. He came to me like 2 days later and was like, everyone in the house is telling me that they want you out because they're afraid of you. Blah blah blah. Because like this is not the first dude I put my hands on up in here, bro. I've been holding down the house for this dude because the same dude that I just put my hands on. Homies are also, in the wintertime and shit. So it's like they come in here all sprawled out, tweaking and shit. I had to
Yeah.
drag two niggas out here. One of them I had to sit in the hospital with him because the dude was in such bad condition. By the time everything is done, it's like the other dude. I didn't, Nice, nice. I'm just gonna stop talking about that right now. But like at the end of
Yeah.
the day, he's been causing problems. I've been having to handle this shit, you know. And like when people attack one of the properties managers, I had to like body slam this nigga, drag him out the crib. Like, bro, like you're not gonna do this shit around my female, bro. My partner, Haru. Like at the end of the day, my actions are all driven by the fact someone's causing problems in this house.
Yeah.
Drag your ass out by the neck, like type shit, you know? It's like we don't
Yeah.
play that. Bro, I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, bro. We're 20 minutes south of Philly, bro. We really don't play no type. We don't talk about shit. When we feel like we need to act, we react. Besides that, we just let you know, bro, you gotta chill. You know,
That's
I'm not here to be hard. I'm not trying to be hard, but it's like at a certain point, when you're consistently bothering my girlfriend, you're consistently causing problems in the house, I'm
damn.
told the
I feel
landlord
you,
he
man.
couldn't control you, you know. I
You
felt
know how
like the
that is,
need
bro.
that.
You know, they scared of black nigga in LA. You know how that is, bro. He just wants you
Yeah,
back.
the dude's white too, and I feel like my landlord is like buying off of this dude, you know, buying
Yeah.
things from him. And I'm just like, damn, like that's why this dude. People are saying that they heard the landlord saying he's not really gonna kick him out. The landlord was a little like shaky about it, whether or not he wanted to kick the guy out. So the dude's chilling. It seemed like he's stressing and shit. So it's like I'm hearing that he's
Can
not
I kick y'all out though?
both me and Haru. Haru had nothing to do with it. All Haru did was ask him to leave her alone. And he kept screaming at her, calling her a pig in a slump. And like, I still didn't put my hands on her. It wasn't until after he pushed me out of the room and locked the door, you know?
Wow.
And then Haru got hit, you know, because of him. So like, he assaults the dude's 32, 34 years old. He assaults two people in their early 20s. She's 19 years old, bro. Like, it's like,
Shit crazy.
you're like half your age, dude. Like, why are you putting your hands on her, screaming at her face, getting involved in private business all the time? Why is the landlord like siding with you on this? It's because he's white, and it's probably because the landlord's buying her fucking place.
Shit, wow, man. That's crazy, bro.
So it's all politics in LA, bro. But so what I did, I convinced the landlord to let Haru stay here. So Haru is all good. Nobody has to trip about that. I want everybody to know she's gonna be all right. But
Yeah.
so Haru is gonna be fine. And I'm gonna help pay for the bills here and shit. So she's all Gucci and shit. Her parents are helping her. So
Yeah.
just be mobbing shit, man. I gotta get back on the street like I was before, you know. But I'm not gonna let Haru come back out on the street like last time. That shit is colder now, bro.
Yeah.
It's dangerous, man. It's like it's just not cool. People got aggressive with us, you know, just violent with us. Neighbors that didn't want us around, you know. We've been through that shit already. So it's
Yeah.
like honestly, my homie's gonna allow me to hold my stuff at his place. I'm gonna have to get like a gym membership to shower, but I'm gonna just keep stacking, you know, until
Yeah.
I can just get my new spot, first month, last month, security check, all that shit, you know.
I
So
feel
it's
you, bro.
like this is just unexpected as fuck that we don't have the budget to like run and like, because you know
Responsibility type shit. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
everybody's out here working hard. We're not working regular day jobs, you know. We're really following our dream 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I feel like me working as a musician isn't gonna cover the bills, that's when I put in the additional effort. You know, I do DoorDash and things like that. I'll work 2 days in a row without sleeping, 48 hours straight if I have to cover the bill. My main
Yeah.
goal, you know, is really to like get in a position with this music that I can then start turning around and giving the opportunity to other people.